So I'm continuing to play the Owens defense here. Oh my gosh, F4. I don't know if I've seen that one. Well, we see all kinds of different things. I'm just going to continue with the regular setup and see what happens. Okay, he wants to power through the center there, it looks like. Okay, can I play F5 now? I think I can. Oh, it just takes. Hey, Joe. I am back. So he does that to get rid of my bishop there, huh? I can fianchetto the other bishop. Anyway, good to see you, Joe. I'm experimenting with this b6 defense. It's the Owens defense. If allowed knight f6 there. Yeah, before when I played g6. Yeah, he didn't take advantage of it. He really likes to push those pawns. And he doesn't believe in castling or anything. Here or here. I wonder, is there a way to get pressure on the f-pawn? Maybe I play e5. Okay, he's going to fork me now. It's almost like he's played this game before. Okay, now what? This is covered. This is still, well, I can go here. Would have played knight c6 and knight d5. So he's very open here. I'm down a pawn. And I don't have the bishop here. I got him to retreat his knight. Yeah, knight d5 is attractive, isn't it? Also, I could put a rook to the center. How about I put a rook to the center first? And that's a threat. He has to defend it. I wonder if I can end up winning this rook over in the corner here. No, I can't because his knight's defending it. So could I have won the... oh, I could have just won the bishop. Could have won it. Come on, move that knight. You know you want to. Oh, he's so clever. So what am I down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just down a pawn. Rook. We've each got a rook, a knight, and a queen. I can put my queen here. He can take here with check. So I guess I will do this first. You know, I just have to defend my rook, and then his rook is gone. His rook is a goner. I have to take it this time, huh? Okay. He wants to shut my queen out. I don't think you can do that. Don't think you can really shut the queen out. Although I suppose he would just trade it here, huh? He's going to mate me, right? Knight here is check, and I go here, and then the queen here is mate. Oh, fork. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll try again. Here, was that you challenging me here? Yeah, let's play a game. Have fun. Playing the Berlin defense, eh? Oh yeah, this is your funny. I never did look this up. But it gets me out of all my usual patterns. There is value to the move. Thank you for the follow, Didi Donar. Didi Nomar. So I'm just doing the normal Rui Lopez stuff. This is a interesting setup with the two knights over here. You know, it's similar to a line that in the Chigorin that Chess Explained likes to play. Although I think he gets the pawns in front of the knights somehow. Okay, what is the status of this pawn? Can I push d5? Probably can. And then I can bring this knight out to defend it if I need to. Let's go ahead and push d4, I mean. Let's go ahead and push d4. So I take and it's defended. Let's leave the tension in the center for a bit. Have an idea. It is tempting to push there, isn't it? But it'll just lead to trades, I guess. And he wins a pawn, I think, right? Take. No, it's just trades. He wants the trades, huh? So he's getting rid of this knight, which is really not all that well posted. If I take, he takes, I take, he takes. I take, he takes. And he gets a queen. And yeah, let's go do this all the way. Let's do this. Maybe there's a joker in the deck somewhere, but I didn't see it. Maybe he can pull a rook out here. Make it opposite my queen. Ah, he didn't take, yeah. Because I wanted to take here after we traded on this square. This is not what I wanted. Let's see. So I move this knight, and this one will be loose. So queen takes, then knight takes, pawn takes. I move the knight here, here. No, can't do it. Well, I'm losing this pawn anyway, it looks like. So take, pawn takes, knight here, maybe? Always unpin. I don't know, maybe I could have taken the bishop. Could I have taken the bishop there? If we go look at this, oops, cancel. That's not what I meant to do. This is what I meant to do. So if I take the bishop, he takes my queen. If I take his queen, he takes my rook with check. So maybe I couldn't really have done that. Okay, so my pieces are kind of bottled up. I think I have to do something like this. I need to reposition this knight. I need to open up a line for my bishop. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So now this is hanging. I'll take it with the rook, I think, and chase his queen a little bit. Also, now my bishop can go out. So I could chase the queen first and then take the pawn. So he defends it. What a bum. Why would you defend it? How dare you defend it? And got the queen going somewhere. Here on f3, or over here, okay. This is still defended, huh? Okay, he's hanging. This is hanging. There we go. Got a little fork there. Forky, forky. He has a pawn for the exchange, so it's not so bad. And he has this bishop in a good position. And he has the bishop pair. The bishop pair and a pawn for the exchange is normally enough compensation. But he does have to move the queen. So he goes there. Which rook should I take? Doesn't matter. I guess I'll take this one. I can, oh, the queen's not on a line. I have a dark squared bishop that I could use to attack here. Let's bring the rook out. There is a loose pawn here, but I figure my position is a little too precarious to go pawn hunting. There, yeah, I thought he might do that. So I can't go here, although it's tempting. If I go here, I'll probably push this pawn. Try and get his queen over, huh? Well, when I take this pawn, this is threatened. Takes my pawn. I'm just wondering if I can keep ignoring these threats here. Because I'd really like to be over here. I could put the queen on this diagonal now, too. Get a check here. So yeah, he pinned this pawn. And defended his bishop. So I will defend my bishop too. Oh, this doesn't work. Oops. That was wrong. That was wrong. Let's see if I can salvage this somehow. He defends. So there's a check. Bishop takes, queen takes. And do I get mated after that? Well, I'm down. All right, take here. And then check. Doesn't work. Queen check, he just moves his king up, right? Yeah, I was losing there anyway. Looks like I lost on time. Thank you for the game. No, I don't do. I only do one outside game, one arranged game per stream. So thank you. You missed the fork. Yeah, I had an advantage for a brief period there. You don't get white, no. It's just just luck. What you got? But you got your game. Yeah, after that candidates match, everybody's playing the Berlin again. Although they're not playing it the way you do. Oh my. Okay. Put the rook opposite the queen. Oh, he's going to castle queenside. Very interesting. Okay. I'm going to try and get my knight out here and then open up the center. When I played queen c5 there, I wanted to play rook takes c5. But you missed the fork. Yeah, did the fork defend c5? Or was it just that it forced you to take with the queen and then it didn't work anymore? Yeah, I think I'll just keep that bishop. So, I think I will power through the center here. I can take this bishop with check. Do I want to take it though? He's blocking me here. Knight takes d4. Rook takes d4 is what you meant? Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll look at that after this game. So this guy is doesn't believe in development, I guess. So knight here, I get my knight to f5. Yeah, I don't know if that really does anything. This pawn is hanging. What do I do about that? Well, it's defended by the bishop here, so I guess just have to be careful. Watch my development. I mean, how do I ever develop this knight without hanging this pawn? Something like this, maybe? Okay, so now I can bring the knight out and can go to here even. Yeah, he can't develop his bishop. So that's my plan, is to develop my bishop and see what I can do with it. Oh, he's going after this pawn. Interesting, but you can't actually get it, right? So if I move my rook, I guess he'll take this pawn. Do I care? Is there a way to make him pay? I could put my bishop here, then push this pawn. This would lose this pawn. B3, yeah, just play B3 right away and let him take here. It's too bad his king isn't on a dark square, huh? And it doesn't seem like there's a sacrifice here yet. So if I push this pawn, then he's got this one he can take. But his queen is still in jeopardy. I mean, his bishop is still trapped. Oh, the bishop could come out here. No, it's still trapped back there. Okay, so he can take this with the knight, and then I will take here. That's as far as I calculated. But yeah, opening up some lines. It's the general idea. Maybe he just pushes here, but then my knight could block here. Oh, he takes that way. Well, that was all right, I thought. Knight takes or pawn takes? Open lines on the queen side. Yeah, okay. B3, queen takes C3, and then rook here. Pointing at the king. I didn't take it. I give him my pawn and he just doesn't even take it. How mean is that? Anyway, I want to interrupt the defense there of the rook by the queen. Yeah, I'm a little bit slow today. I lost that game against Joe by time, although I was losing anyway, but I didn't mean to lose on time. I meant to keep playing for a while. Too clever for words. Doesn't this just fail, though? I just have to be careful how I take back. He's got the bishop to here. Yeah, but this is still pretty well defended. And if he pushes the pawn forward, I can take on passant. Oh, so he goes there. So what's the next step here? Oh, that was silly. I should take the queen. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Oh, my. So what is it? 2 knights and a rook versus 2 knights, a rook, and a bishop. Ah, how pathetic. How pathetic is that? Sleepy? No, I'm not. I'm not sleepy. I'm just. I just missed it. What can I say? Ah. So he's going to see if I'm missing anything else. Oh, that was actually a pretty clever move, wasn't it? Ah, yeah, this is going to be pinned. Here, let's get another game. Fool Dresden. So, yeah, we're going to continue our experiments with Owen here. So I don't want the knight hopping in here. I do want to play f5. People play bishop b4 there. Instead of knight ge7. Well, the pawn was in the way. Yeah, I have to do that before I move the pawn. I see, just continuing pressure against the e4 pawn. Yeah, makes sense. It goes with the theme of the opening. So I'm just going to get castled now. Wow, 3. He's got 3 defenders, huh? Two defenders, I mean. And that piece, that was the 3 I was counting here. I'm just going to kick it. Seeing if he's really serious about getting into this square. He could get there by another means too. Let's start with the knight here. Okay, so I could put the knight here. I could push this pawn. He takes it. Bishop here. Oh, the knight takes it. Maybe now's the time to put the bishop here. Anyway, I'll try that e6 bishop b4 stuff. So I can take the knight now, or I could wait till he hops in here. Or I could put my knight here. I kind of like this one. Opens up this diagonal for my bishop. He wants to go there with the knight. That was weird. Okay, so I'm going to put the bishop here. And then take the knight and put my queen here. Oh, he doesn't want to allow that. Okay, so let's just take here. Get that pawn. Yeah, but I'm losing this pawn. Now maybe I get this one. Oh no, I'm still defending it. Yeah. Now I thought somehow there were two pieces attacking it. Maybe I was expecting a different sequence of exchanges. I don't know. He has the check here. And this diagonal, it's all covered. No tricks. What do you know? So anyway, my plan is to double here. Oh, I think taking f2 is a good idea. Don't you? Kick his queen around and get pressure on c2. You like d5? Yeah, maybe just push the pawns through the center. d4 coming. Okay, so step aside. c5, yep. c5, d4. Oh, just begging for c5. Okay, now d4. He can go here, or he can go over to here. I can at least take this edge pawn here. Nothing else. Get a passer. Oh, just play e3 directly. Oh, my queen is in the way. So let's see. I play e3 now. He just pushes. I do get a passed pawn. Play d3. He takes. I take. He takes. It's nothing happening. Queen is going to come in over here, isn't it? I want to shuffle my pieces, maybe. Go for the Alechine's gun. Alechin's gun. Still E3 works? Oh, I gave up E3. Well, it was a trade. But anyway. Does he have a check that will win my rook? There is a check. I have a check too. Let's see, on the check I can put my queen over here. Yeah, I didn't want to give up just yet. Oh, he's gonna put this rook here. Oh, but I can take his queen. He takes my queen first. Did I get him? Did I get this Dresden fool? Looks matish. Looks matish. Oh, when's the queen? And he resigned. All right, that's the way you do it. That was a kind of a crazy game. Well, you know, winning a queen is not as good as a mate. You say it like that's a bad thing. Holy cow. It was a bad thing because mate is better. So let's see, I forgot what I wanted to look at. You were saying something here. Oh, yeah, first you were saying that before I played the fork, you were planning to... your idea here was to take on d4? Oh, take the knight. I see. So if I do nothing... What's a nothing move? That wouldn't... Everything I do does something here. That's a nothing move. Then you can take here with the rook, so it's an exchange sack. Oh, yeah. Previously, if we go back, right here, yeah, there was a pin. I saw that. So you were threatening just to take there. So that was why I played the check. And after the check, then I saw the fork. Yep. Well, I mean, I had the check to get out of the pin, so this taking of the knight is no good anyway. I don't think. Don't think it's any good. Let's see. So where did I go wrong in this game then? Oh, I was trying to get tricky here, and I left this undefended. Okay, so you defended your knight. Your bishop. I need to defend my bishop. What's the computer say? Computer says I'm winning. Yeah, just move my bishop. Yeah, it looks like even I can win your bishop. That was kind of a silly mistake. Anyway. You move queen a5 was just bad, yeah. So here, it's you're winning. Ah, you're winning here. Oh yeah, I had lost a pawn, and gotten my king in a position where it has very few moves. So you just need to move your queen to a different square. Anyway, it was a good game. Let's play another one. I should try that Mortimer variation. I think I need to look it up first. Look it up. Yeah, I don't see it except when you play it. Okay, what have we got here? A classical Najdorf, a Najdorf Sicilian. Oh, and Hartness, thank you for the follow. Yeah, let's go up here. So this is just my usual setup against the Sicilian, particularly the Najdorf variation. Play this. And Najdorf. You don't like it? So you just get the king out of the way and start. You're in the Mora gang. Well, I play an anti-Mora system because I think the Mora is pretty good too. Sometimes I take time to move my king to one square over. Sometimes I just push the pawns right away. A lot of people lately have been delaying castling. Now I'll move my king. They've been delaying castling. I don't know why. I guess it's because they're afraid of the kingside pawn storm. Oh, you've got a game from Carlson and Rappaport. It doesn't show links in the Mortimer variation. Yeah, you have to be something in order to see a link. Yeah, and I don't often, I leave this bishop behind a lot of times because often I'm just going to be trading it off here. So why bother moving it when they're going to help me? Help me anyway by developing it for me. And I like to play this pawn forward so that the knight can't go there. And then when I push this pawn, this knight has to find another home. Let's see, then I could go here with the queen and force the queen to move. I can take the bishop. I can push this pawn and force an exchange. Ah, so he doesn't want to give up his castling privilege. Yeah, g6 is what I'm going to play. Just wondering if there's something I should play first. I guess the knight is just good there, right? I should just leave it there. Okay, so he's not afraid of opening up his H-file. Interesting. I could take here first with check. When I take, he takes, I check, the king steps up here, I take the queen. So he can't take it, so. If he moves it forward, then he can take it. Oh, he's going to block with the bishop. Aha. He can block with the knight, too. Yeah, he had bishop f8, and he also had knight f8. That's a weird move, isn't it? I think I will take the queen this time. Yeah, last time I had a queen I could take. I didn't bother to take it. So I don't know. Was that a typo? I'll give a moment to ask for a take back. But it didn't seem like a typo. It's like he thought about it and then he moved his king. I mean, maybe he meant to put his queen on that square instead of the king. Okay, he decided just to resign. So like if he had played queen here, say he meant to play that, what is this? He's up a pawn, but I have a mate. Okay, so he was probably in bad shape anyway. You can put the knight here. Yeah, I would have probably played this next. It says I should keep the rook, not trade. He's got an extra pawn. I have a bishop versus a knight and a better king position, I guess. But this would be a slow game, a longer game. Moving the king, moving the queen. Well, unpinning makes sense. Moving the king, I don't know. So I could take the knight here and then bring my queen up here with check. But I guess the king can just go back. And it's not a big deal. Yeah. An advantage to white, but not a big one. Yeah, let's play another game. Todd. Okay, we're going to play the English defense. That's like the Owens defense, except it's when he plays d4. And it can transpose, as we see. Look at that. So now I've got 2 checks on his king. But this pawn is defended. Let's see, if I sacrifice the bishop, and he takes with the pawn, and then I go here with check, and he blocks with this pawn, then I go here with check and get the rook. But he doesn't have to do that. He could move his king up. But encouraged by Joe, I'll go ahead and take it. I mean, I get 2 pawns and a messed up king position, so why not? Now, how do we proceed from here? Just develop, bring the knight out, bring the bishop out. As he can't immediately attack my queen. He can. He can play his knight here. And I can't really prevent that. So I should have an escape square for my queen in mind. I could retreat here and I'll have a fianchettoed queen. Well, developing the knight seems like the right thing to do. Knight c3 I was expecting. You think queen d3? No retreating attack. Oh, I could have delivered another check, I guess. Well, I can still do that if he plays knight c3. But he did knight f3. So that lets me play here. So if he develops his knight, I'll take the bishop. So he has to move his queen out. And then I can go here. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, queen d3 is now impossible because of the pin and the fork. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Pretty cool. He could defend with queen to d2. Or queen c1. I can play f. I can play f somewhere. Oh, I guess queen d2 he runs into a bishop, but he could play the pawn up. This is what you tell all the kids not to do. Here I am trying to attack with just 2 pieces. Well, it's better than attacking with 1 piece. Better than attacking with 1 piece. He fell for it. Okay, here, let's go to d4 for a while. Oh, one of those crazy gambits. Do I care about that? I'll just get castled. Oh, he really wants it to be a gambit. Sure, you can have a gambit. You may have a gambit, sir. Okay, now what you gonna do? Oh, he was trying to win my queen. How does he win the queen? Oh, if I don't defend it. Oh, he should have taken back with the bishop. Yeah, if he takes back with the bishop and I castle, then he has bishop here. Oh, but the rook is defending. You post the line afterwards? Okay. Anyway, I should make you a VIP, Joe, so you can post links. Oh, I was supposed to play e3 earlier. I see. Or if I don't play e3, then he can check on f2. Yeah, and then the king takes and then the queen takes. But I really don't like these one-trick openings, you know. I like, yeah. Why play an opening where you're just lost if your opponent plays normally or knows the trick? I guess because a lot of opponents don't play normally or know the trick. He should move his rook so I can play queen to d5. Yes, he should move the rook here and he should move the pawn here, and then I'll play queen d5 and it'll be a fork of the rook and this pawn. My opponent left the game. Yeah, he just gave up after that. I'll call that a win. And we'll look at this in analysis. Look for the trick. So, analysis board. Here we go. So say I just developed the other knight here. He plays here. It is d6. E takes d6. Knight e7. e3 or knight c3 prevent it. Okay, I have to not play knight c3. Let's see. So e4, e5, d4, e5, d takes, bishop c5, knight f3, d6. Okay, so he moved his knight out first. If you go d6, e takes d6, knight e7. Really? Okay, that is wacky. Knight e7. So I can take, but then my queen is hanging because of this trick. His queen is hanging too, but he can take here with check, and the king has no space. It's forced to take here. And then there's that. So that, yeah, maybe he's thinking of that, but he did it in the wrong order. In the game, he played the knight there first. Well, if I continued to play moves that didn't do anything, then he could do this. It's not very likely that that would happen, though. Yeah. Well, anyway, you should know these tricks. You should know these tricks in case they happen to you. Ami. So should I play a standard game for a while instead of playing the bishop to b6, pawn to b6 rather? See what my opponent does here. The Scotch, yeah. There we go. Okay. Oh, the Scotch Gambit. I forget what I play. Maybe you can get the mortar. Yeah, not after the Scotch. I think I'll just develop. I don't know. I was undecided whether I should take that knight or not. But I like to develop quickly. Get castled. So can I push d5 now? If he takes, I can take back, and he's got 3 on it. Huh. And I only have 2 defending. So I guess d5 is not yet in the cards. Now I could play d5, and if he pushes, then I'll have to move my knight, but that's okay. I think it's okay anyway. Yeah, I want to I want to play f6, but after he takes, my bishop is hanging. Problems, problems, problems. So I'll reposition the bishop first, then play f6. Then he'll push the pawn again. So I should put the queen somewhere. Maybe get the knight out of the way here. He's not threatening to mate me, is he? He's gonna put his knight there. Knight here to here. Knight c5 and a4 look good. Force him to take with the c pawn. I see. Well, I didn't do that. What I should have done was played c5 right away there. But anyway, now I can play f6. Everything's covered here. He likes to force me to take things, huh? We have opposite colored bishops now. Yeah, a5. I thought you meant a5. Yeah, he could just take my... could just take my pawn. It's been hanging there. Your pawn is just hanging there, sir. I'll keep it. Okay, what to do? Should I kick the queen? Oh, I can just take it. Let's get another game. I didn't see. I don't know why. Did not see he could take it. Ah, somebody plays a symmetric English. Interesting. Let's see how far he continues the symmetry. He stopped right there. Interesting. I guess it's going to be the same anyway, although I can take this way. I think I will. I think I will take that way. Yeah, and then maybe undermine this pawn later. Ah, he defended it. Undermine this pawn later. So what are we doing here? Ah, he's hitting my weak point. Yeah, well spotted, sir. Yeah, my plan is to play c5 if I can. After all, c5 is explosive. Or is that c4? Let's make sure the rook is defended first. I push, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. So I can do it, and it gives scope to my bishop. Gives me a passed pawn, a passed pawn. Now, this is asking for it, right? Except the bishop is not defended. I should defend the bishop. Okay, he wants to take my bishop again, just like the last guy. Why does everybody want to take my bishop? Does he think that is winning? It is winning. Oh, wow. Let's get another game here. Yeah, I forgot. Bishop had to defend. Be careful what you take with. So I could have taken with another piece. There was no way. Could have taken with the rook. Ah. I knew I had thought of something. Is this guy going to do the same thing? Yeah, he's going to defend it. Okay. Oh, this is where you do the bishop. That's where you do bishop b4. It's all about weakening that e-pawn. So now this is pinned. I take here, he takes with the pawn. I go here with check. He can block with the knight. So not working yet. Let's get castled. I am going to play f5 here. I don't think he can stop me. He can bring the bishop out to here. Might be annoying. But I'll play f5 anyway. And maybe d6 and d6 and knight d7, something like that. Oh, he's just going to take with pieces. I could kick that bishop. I could put a knight up. Or I could trade. Maybe I trade and put the knight up. What's the idea? d5, then c5? Okay, just push the pawns is what you like. I was thinking a knight here might be nice. Attack the center. So I'm thinking knight f4. Also developing this knight out to c6. Yeah, that stops knight f4. Let's get this knight. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, 4 hops. Attack the center. Yeah. Good idea. Can't attack if you trade all your pieces. So true. But you don't trade all your pieces, just the ones you're not using. Maybe queen here, pawn up. Oh, he doesn't like my queen there, huh? And the bishop is not hanging there. Curious. Curious. So he's going to play h6. Play g6. And then he's going to pop his knight in here, but I can take it. Maybe he can kick my queen. But this is hanging if he kicks with the pawn. Anyway, I still want to play h6. We'll see. So he stopped me. How about e5 now? Takes. This is hanging. Okay, knight f4 now. Takes. It leads to a lot of trades. But I'm not seeing much else here. Now the threat is, I suppose, to play d5 and then take the bishop. Oh, now we can play B or G. Now we can play G4. Yeah, yeah. He can do that. Yeah, before I was just going to take here, but now, no. Yeah, knight takes d4 was a threat too, huh? But let's see, does knight takes d4 do anything now? He takes my queen, I'm not taking his queen. Is there no way to threaten his queen? I could put my queen here. He could just play B. Oh, I see. That works anyway. That works too. Knight takes d4 is a good tactic, but not while your queen is hanging. Yeah. I want to see if the knight's coming in here or not. He just wants to trade. Yeah, he was lucky he escaped with that one. So I can take the knight, he takes my knight, I take the bishop, the knight takes back. There's a fork here, but this knight is guarding it. So if I just take a pawn, he's going to have to move this knight. Let's see, if I push this pawn forward, he can just take my knight. I guess that's the best. Knight takes f4, knight f6 check. Oh, he must be reading your mind. Ah, and I even lost the fork. Just to give my knight a place to go to. I get the bishop back. I guess. It's too bad I can't move the knight with check. I think I will come up here. See if I can take these pawns. Get a passer. He gets a passer too. Kind of annoying. He could have moved his knight here to threaten my... moved his rook to threaten my knight. Okay, so we start marching the pawn. Yeah, he's got it covered. All the squares the knight could go to stop this pawn from queening. If I go here, he takes the knight, I queen. So he can't really take the knight. He can do that. I queened first, huh? Okay, so I get a check. Oh, maybe there was a better check than that one. Yeah, this looks bad. Looks bad for me. Fork. Did I have a fork? Or did he have the fork? Oh, take the queen. Take the queen. Let's. That was the wrong button. I wanted to look at that one. I had the fork, huh? Was it here or was it earlier? I feel like when you play me, instead of pushing the pawn, there was a fork. Ah. Right here. Yeah, so if we go forward, I was just pushing the pawn, but here's a check. He probably shouldn't go there. Let's see, where should he go? He could have gone to this square too. If he takes the knight, then I queen first. He could leave the knight and push the pawn. Then he queens first. Yeah. He's got the pawn, I got the knight. It's his move, though, and he can start checking me. It's anybody's game here. In fact, there's already a trick here, isn't there? Yeah, looks bad. might have been losing anyway. Let's see. Let's play another game. Knight b6, check forking again. Yeah, it depends on where he moves the king, I guess. So he played f4. That's interesting. Am I really threatening to take his knight and then take the pawn? I don't know. Yeah, let's bring my knight out. Oh, he just wants to trade out the bishops. That's okay. So take. What about knight to g6, hitting that pawn? What's he going to do then? Is he going to push it or defend it? Defense. Okay, but now this diagonal is a bit open. Let's see if we can do something interesting here. Yeah, when he played f4, he guaranteed that this pawn was going to be weak. Okay, he did set up a tactic here. Let's see. If I push, he takes, I take, he takes with check, I take, he takes with check. I guess I could just defend here for now. Oh, this also defends though. And it's the move I wanted to play anyway. Okay, that's good. That is good. Bishop takes, knight takes, knight takes, queen takes. I guess that's still okay. He wanted to evacuate the diagonal before it got dangerous for him. But I think I win the... do I win the pawn? No, I don't win the pawn. It's still 2 versus 2. Okay. Oh, he pushed. He pushed. So when I takes back, he's going to be attacking my queen and this. So it'll be a double attack. So I have to move the knight. That was pretty clever. But I do have a fork here. So pawn takes, yeah, bishop takes, knight takes. Yeah, so if I move my knight, if I move my rook, then he can defend against the fork. Still. The fork is there, and C, G6 is there. Maybe. I don't know. This is hanging then. Knight d5, and then I don't get my fork. Yeah, he can defend the fork in a number of ways. Oh, knight c4 was a fork. I was so thinking about one fork, I was forgetting about the other. He wants to win that pawn. Okay, I will take the fork anyway. Hopefully I can undefend that e4 pawn. So if I just defend this with a rook, he can take this one, which is a little annoying. I could take his knight. Then he still wins this pawn. Okay, I can push this pawn. Maybe it's not wise to do that, but I can do it. I was thinking maybe I just take this one. Oh, he goes there. It is, so there was no way to save all of this, I guess. Well, no way to save the pawn. So he got 2 pawns for the exchange then. He has 2 pawns for the exchange. Okay, so let's keep the bishop. Oh, bishop c6. Yeah, to keep him off that diagonal. That was bad. Is he going to notice the hanging rook in the corner? I think he will notice. But why is he thinking? Yeah, he noticed. Okay, back to e4. It's Scotch Gambit? That was probably rapid. Yeah, my score is higher in rapid than it is in blitz. Whoa, he just played h6. That's a very cavalier approach to this opening. Oh, it's keeping my knight out of here, so I can't go here. Allowing me to take the pawn back. Let's castle and think about what next steps are. Yeah, just take the pawn back there. But I'm going to play a gambit. Or if I take the pawn back now, say he doesn't take and let me create a gambit, then then I will take, and I will have 2 pawns in the center, so that'll be good. And he can't take now because of bishop takes f7. Let's think about this. Bishop takes f7, king takes. And then queen up. Check, and then I can take the bishop. Yeah, I mean, he'll be able to take on b7. But the bishop is defending. Okay, how about if I just do the queen up? Threatening mate. What does he do? Oh, he defends with his queen. Defending this bishop. Queen d5, queen e7. Yeah. I kind of like that too. Because I can play knight to bishop takes f7 worked. Queen d5, queen e7, yeah. So oh, I can't play this move. It slipped. It slipped. That was a mistake. Oh my. Now, I thought I could increase the pressure on f7. That was just a slip when I dropped it. I was waving my mouse around in that area to show you what I was thinking. But I hadn't sacrificed. If I just bring the queen out, then I haven't sacrificed anything, so it's all fine. So here I'm down a piece because I dropped the knight there for no reason. It wouldn't be a sacrifice. Let's see. So I can take here with check. And he can take it with his queen. And this is defended. So I should probably unpin, huh? Go here with check. And then he can play the knight or the pawn there. I can go here with check. How about if I just go here? Maybe get my queen over to the other side. This is resigns. You're such a pessimist. Maybe he'll take my knight and I'll get a skewer of his queen and king. No, he lets me take his queen. Yeah, we can we can look at that with the engine, huh? Analysis board. So this is all normal up to about here, right? Now, first of all, bishop takes f7 is the number one choice. Queen here is good for black. And then just grab the pawn. And I'm down a pawn. Things continue. Okay. So bishop takes f7 was the move. King takes is the only reply. Does he get... I mean, there are other legal moves here, right? He can move his king to the side. Can't he? Yeah, I mean, it's not as good, but it's just weird that there's only one line there because there are other legal moves. Okay, but he takes. Then queen d5 check. King f8 is best. And then queen takes c5 with check. How about if he tries to avoid the check? Now then I can check here first. Okay, that's a way to pick up a pawn. So it doesn't do him any good to try and avoid the dark squares. So he goes to a dark square after the check, and then I get this with check. Then I take the pawn back. And how do we stand? I'm up. The pawns are even. His king position is messed up. So materially even, and I have a better position. I literally made a video about this line. Yeah, it doesn't mean I remember it. Okay. Yeah, play a few more games. I'm getting near the end of the stream. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. It's been fun. I played a little better, I think, than last time, but still got some work to do, as we can see. Yeah, you can play this b6 move against any move by white. Not necessarily good, but it's playable. He didn't open up this diagonal for the check. So I'll just set up this ideal pawn structure. Do you really want to trade queens? No, this is, I guess this is such a good move that had to do it. Okay, so the knight can go here with the fork. And that's about it. So just defend this square. Let's see, if I pin this knight, I'm not sure I want to take it, but... well, how about if I chase this knight? David Arvid, welcome to the stream. And let's see, did I thank all the follows? We had DD Nomar, Harpness, and 43 line 431 NE, 431 NA. Thank you all for the follows. So I feel like I should move my king up, but maybe I should move a knight out first. We'll see what my opponent plans to do. Plans to put his knight there. I think, you know, it's okay if he takes here. I don't have to preserve that bishop at all costs. Get my rooks to the center and make a big pawn center. Start with the rook here. Pawn, pawn, take, take. This has to move. Ah, so he's going after this pawn, huh? Let's go after this pawn. Dare you take? Maybe he can. I do get a discovered check. But yeah, he wasn't interested in taking. Okay. Okay, he's going to play his knight here again. Why don't we just kick it right away? He's going to play his knight here where it's a fork. Ah, it's still a fork. It's still a fork. It was like a three-way fork. Yeah, I didn't do that well. Huh. Not only knights, but not only rooks, but bishops too. Okay, maybe I can trap the knight. He is somewhat lagging in development. Okay, so what have I got? A rook and two knights, and he's got a rook and two bishops. And he's got an extra pawn or two. Just one extra pawn. So pretty close to materially even. And I still have the development edge here. Not for long, though. Yeah, I wonder if I could... so I can go here with the knight. That's check. Let's do that first. Okay, let's activate the king. The king is an active piece in the endgame. There we go. That's what I wanted. Now I can go to the dark squares without fear. Okay, be careful your king doesn't get trapped. Like he plays a pawn here, the king steps forward, and then the bishop goes here. I guess that's not a trap. Only seems dangerous. Yeah, there's that kick. I was expecting that. Ah, he got the check. That's too bad. See if I can create some concern over here for him. He's not concerned. Okay. We'll see what we can do. Okay. Now, I just need to push these pawns faster than he can push his, which is not happening. It's not happening. He's got the check here. Yeah, that was it. Okay, one last game. Back to the old Ruy Lopez. Berlin defense. We transposed into a mainline Ruy. Okay, what is wrong with this? Otherwise, people would be playing this all the time. There must be something here. Oh, he left this undefended. Okay, now I have to be careful. There might be checks. See if I take there and he puts his queen here. See, I could put my knight here and the queen has to move, but then I'll have to move the knight. Take and castles. What if he puts his queen here? I can't just castle. Oh, I have to defend. Oh, I'll try it. Oh, taking castles because of rook e1. So, yeah, I just got an extra pawn. I just told you the castles was fine. Yeah, he played a different move than I was expecting. Or I would have castled. But you're right, castles was fine in that case too. He's someone who doesn't believe in thinking about his moves. course, not that thinking about my moves improves them much. Anyway, knight here is next, right? Because that threatens to take here, exploiting the pin. So he will castle. At least he did stop to think about that move. Yeah, the knight did not have many good squares. Let's centralize this knight. Let's see. If I take the bishop, he takes here with check. So let's defend that. Okay, if I take the bishop, he has a choice of which bishop to take, and he might choose to take the other one. So let's retreat here. He decided he wanted to save his bishop. I'm thinking of taking this pawn, doubling rooks and taking this pawn. I have bishop here if he doubles his rooks. He has bishop b4. You sure? b4. Yeah. I was thinking c5, but yeah, bishop b4 is a problem, huh? Let's see, so he doubles his rook. I go here with the bishop. He puts his bishop there. I take a rook. He takes a rook. I take the bishop. He takes the bishop. And it's all even again. So he goes there instead. Well, can't I just take? He's going after my my c-pawn here. Yeah. And if I push this pawn forward, he can take this one. So I'm going to end up with a mess of doubled pawns. Let's see. So maybe put some pressure on this pawn. So bishop here, knight takes what? Like so, right? He defended his bishop, so this is unpinned, so he can defend this. But yeah, his knight is attacked, so I will get this one. I will get this one. He's going after this pawn. There. That's the way to do it. Defends this pawn, and if he takes, I take back with a check and win the knight. And he resigned. Okay, that's it for this stream. I hope you guys had a good time. It was fun for me. And here, let's take a minute and see who else is streaming. Maybe there's somebody.